what if Puppygate was really like an undercover sign to buy the dog points?
Wait, is there such a thing as, is that what we're calling Fauci's kill puppies thing? I love that it's the only time people pay attention to his vast record of decades of murder. Right. Only when it affects puppies does anyone get their panties in a bunch.
It even took, I was surprised how many days it took for people to get their panties in a bunch, because it was out for 3 or 4 days before like I saw any like usual leftist bleeding hearts, animal rights people get upset.
They were waiting for their influencers to tell them to get upset.
Okay. I see Erewhon as this really interesting like place to observe certain segments of the society overlapping with each other, right? It's totally normal to go in there and see a celebrity talking with like the neighborhood teenager who they don't actually know. It's not a friend of their kids. Or to see like, you know, someone who's not really, I don't know if they're necessarily really a bum or homeless, but they sort of give that air off, sitting, having lunch with like a billionaire or a celebrity or whatever. And like, I've had some of the strangest encounters with people there that I've ever had. Frances Hogan is basically saying the same thing that we hear lots of, you know, Congress women and men from, you know, whatever Democratic districts or even some of the Republicans will agree to it based on this harm against children or whatever kind of thing. She's coming and saying the same thing that they've been saying, right? But for some reason, because she's she's from Facebook and they can give her the whistleblower title.
Exactly.
Like people who were not moved by it before are now moved by it.
What struck me as odd, I mean, there's so many things about her whistleblowing that struck me as odd.
She's like the representative for censorship. She's like the agent of change, or you know,
which is exactly how I see Tristan Harris. Exactly the same. But like it's similar to me as Me Too, of like, oh my God, there's a casting couch in Hollywood. Oh my God, media is harmful for adolescent girls. Like, no duh.
Hey, everybody, you just watched a few of the clips from episode number 49 of Words with myself and Dani Katz. The video will be available at the link that will be below. Today's episode of Words kind of covered a vast cornucopia of topics ranging from Puppygate and dog coins to Esalen and Erewhon to some of our favorite, quote, alt media, unquote, characters, our fathers, and what's really going on with some of these whistleblowers. And there was also an Afterwords segment recorded for patrons. And in that segment, we talked about 2 gentlemen that we've talked about before in other ways who seem to use their mastery of language and understanding of the way reality in the world works to enlighten people and then ultimately wrap them back into a level of mind control that they don't suspect. Anywho, it was a really fun episode. We showed up without a pre-show about what we were going to talk about and just kind of flew off the cuff, and it was a really good one. So I hope you enjoy it. Link is below. We'll see you all real soon. Take care.